Welcome. If you know me, I am a descendant of Asian culture, right? I'm Asian, I admit that. But the thing that bothers me that I had to make a video for is that why are these Asian guys out there, especially right now, these K-pop, which I'm not a fan of, right? Not a fan of K-pop, J-pop, or whatever it is, pop, whatever it is, idol. Well, I don't see what's the big deal about this, right? I don't understand if you're gonna be an idol, a superstar. Why? This is the thing. This is the reason why I made this video. Why are they so effeminate, right? Why are they feminized? Why are they so androgynistic, right? You see all these K-pop stars, right? These BTS, whatever the heck they are, right? Korean guys, right? They're making bad for every Asian guy out there. They're so effeminate. They're like metrosexual males. Like, really? You had to put makeup on? It seems like they had to put makeup on. They had to do their hairstyle. I mean, that's not, when I think about a strong male figure, right? That's not what I'm looking for. That's kind of sissification. That's a sissy boy, right? That's a soy boy. That's a simp, right? They sound so feminine, right? This K-pop, this J-pop, whatever it is, this idol, this thingy. Not only that, it's entrenched in the comic books, the manga too, right? They draw the male in the video game. They draw the male with so much androgynistic figure, right? And when I look at regular males, when I converse with regular Asian males, right? These comic book that they depict is not what the regular guys I associate myself with, right? There are Asian guys. There's different Asian guys. They're not just. They're all doesn't lift. I mean, they all doesn't put on makeup, worry about the hair, be effeminized like that. It bothers me, you know. I mean, I don't want it to it bothers me, but I could care less about it. But I gotta say, there's gotta be a ulterior motive why they're doing this, right? Effeminizing males, right? Not just that, it's just branching off to other culture as well, right? It's branching off into Western culture. These BTS, either that the Asian government are implanting these kind of thoughts into the Western culture, and I don't want that. I'm American as hell, right? I don't give a damn about Eastern culture at all, man. I'm American, in and out, right? My diet. I have a typical American diet, right? I do eat sometimes Asian food, but I don't prefer. I prefer American food, or not just Americans. Like, I don't necessarily need to have Asian food, right? I think it's in the food as well. I think it's in this Asian food because Asian food they love to eat soybeans, right? They have it everything, especially Japanese culture, right? Korean culture, Chinese culture, all these stuff, right? Southeast culture, they love to eat tofu, soybean, and all that stuff. And you know what they say about soybean, right? They're estrogen mimickers, right? I hate eating soy. I don't drink soy milk. I don't eat edamames. I don't drink soybeans. I don't eat tofu. I don't like the consistency. I don't like the taste of it. It's disgusting to me, right? But for some reason they love to eat that, right? I knew from the beginning that this food that they eat is not good for you. Yes, they got good food here and there, right? But the thing is, they're eating too much soy products, right? Perhaps this is why they're so effeminate, and they're so androgynistic. They're so girly, right? Most of the Asian men out there that's in pop culture, their pop culture, they're so girly. They have to dye their hair. They gotta make their hair in a certain way. Like, why are you dyeing your hair? That's not a characteristic of a man. Men don't worry about stuff like that. All right? Why are you dyeing your hair like brown, whatever it is? Like, you're like females, like girly men, and they try to normalize that. I reject that. This is why I think Xi Jinping, the China leader, he understands this is not good for the culture, and he made it illegal for men to be girly, right? Because they want a strong army. In order to have a strong society, you have to have a strong army, right? If you exhibit all these weak characteristics in the army, that's the downfall of a civilization. That's the downfall of a country. Weak army determine how strong the country is, right? And imagine having all that in your society, all these weak, effeminate males, androgynistic males. How are you supposed to fight wars? How are you supposed to fight fights? How do you win battles? Right? How do you be strong? It didn't used to be this way. right? It did not used to be this way where guys worry about what kind of mascara they have. They put on foundation. Like, what guy put on foundation? Tell me that. What guy, what kind of straight, reasonable male put on foundation, put on makeup, right? And it's transitioning to American culture where we have the transgender, the drag queen, and all this stuff, right? They're so effeminate. And it just baffles me. Like, dude, chill on the tofu. All right, man, chill on the soybeans. Chill. Have you yourself in the mirror. Why do you care what complexion you have? Why do you care what kind of highlights you have? They have highlights. They wear makeup. They worry about nails, breaking their nails. It's like they're so girly. It's, it's so girly. They're not seeing this, and they're brainwashing girls saying this is what a strong male look like. No, no, no. That's not a strong male. That's a weak male, right? You don't see. Well, you see. I mean, you see it slowly transition to the Western culture, right? Maybe there's some ulterior motives from this other country. They're doing that on purpose. They're importing their feminized male, right? I don't like their music. I don't like their culture. I don't like anime. I try not to watch it too much. I mean, I seen it. I understand it. I watched it here and there when I was little, right? When I was little, now I grew up. I stopped watching it, right? And for some reason, there are people out there they're still into it. You know, what I mean, guys, you gotta let this thing go. Like, you gotta relinquish all this childish behavior, right? You need to build an empire, right? And for all we know, what they're doing, they're just exploiting naive children, right? All these J-pop, K-pop, there is exploitations basically. They're exploiting people's sanity. They feeding off people's wealth. They're drawing on money. That's what it is. Music sucks. Their music are terrible. Have you heard their music? I mean, I never sat down and listened to it, but I hear it on the radio unintentionally. You know, that's not good music. I don't think that's good. It's manufactured. It's like the boy band craze back in the early 2000s, late 90s, right? The Backstreet Boys, right? Why do you want to be in a boy group? Like, maybe it's the money. Money talks and BS walk. I guess that's what persuades them to be in the boy band. Like the NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, right? The LFO. I think money talk. I think that's why these Korean pops. That's what motivates them too. The money is a motivation of money. So they sell out their masculinity to the feminine person, right? Boy bands. That's so weak to me too. I was not a fan of boy bands growing up. It is not my cup of tea. It's not my forte, right? Oh my God! It's just these girls. They got them brainwashed to liking that stuff. I mean, if it brings you money, more power to you, right? But you sell masculinity for that, and man, you got to question your masculinity. Are you really compromise your character for money like that? It's like putting on a dress, right? What they say about men who wear a dress, right? It means they're being controlled. They have a puppet master, right? They have a handler. But you see a guys wear a dress, it's like they're being MK Ultra, and I think that's what it is, right? Is I think it has some darker behind the scene meanings towards it too, right? Some nefarious um, um, intentions, right? That's why they all send this explosion of K-pop out of nowhere. At the end of the day, I find this thing entertaining. I find it kind of silly. I find it sissification. They're a bunch of wussy. They're soy boy, blue chip boys, right? They're blue chip boys who can't handle anything, right? And the people who are realities, they can't see through the hidden message. They're being played. All right. Watch what you eat. Stop eating the soy food, man. It's only giving you estrogen, extra estrogen. Estrogen is like a poison, right? All right. Why do you think when guys are on estrogen, they're deteriorating themselves? It's like a poison in the guy's body. All right. Too much estrogen is like deadly. All right. So cut back on the soy. Cut back on the tofu. Cut back on the edamames that they have. cut back on the soy milk. Soy milk is not a health food. To let you guys know, right? Soy milk, soy protein is not a health food. It's actually bad for you, right? You don't see bodybuilders feasting on soy food, right? Soy protein is not good for you, right? Anything that has soy on it is not good for you. But yeah, I think this what links it. If you're gonna be like that, you're gonna be a sissy. You might as well come out as a homosexual. Basically, these boy band right here, right? These boy band, these BTS, Backstreet Boys, whatever. You might as well come out. It's 2023, bro. Might as well come out with the rainbow community. Dude, you might as well support the rainbow community and devalue yourself, degrade yourself like that, right? Plain and simple. These BTS, Korean pop, J-pop, whatever it is, man. I don't like it. All right. On that note, do you guys share the same view as me? Let me know. Am I missing something? Leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with another episode. Peace and blessings.